Lithuanian is the oldest living language because at first, when Proto-Indo-Europeans split up centuries ago, thousands of years ago, and one split off, major split off, was the Balto-Slavic section, and especially the Baltic section. The inhabitants that arrived around the Baltic shores lived independently, and no one bothered them for thousands of years, until there were attempts to destroy a nation, a people, a language, a culture, a history. And it began with the German attempt, the Teutonic Knights, and then Polonization by Poles throughout history, and then the Russification, the Russians, by trying to eliminate the use of Lithuanian language while Lithuania was occupied at one time or another, poor treaties that they made with weaker nations when they formed the Lithuanian Commonwealth, and then others greedy attempts to attack a very docile people that protected themselves. And remember one thing, Lithuania didn't go after the major areas such as what the Germans and the Poles and the Russians did. So to explain that to you is not very easy. Lithuanian is the oldest living language. It survived. Why did it survive? Because the people were too kind and too good, and nobody was going to take their individuality away from them. Talk about strength. They actually walked out of the Soviet Union in 1991. How did they do that? Without one bullet fired. So now you know a little bit more about the oldest living language and the people because it is the most conservative living Indo-European language. That's a fact. That's why scholars study this language and compare it to the oldest forms of Sanskrit. Isn't that interesting? Sanskrit, a few thousand miles to the east. Enjoy your study.